Hello everyone, I hope that you're doing well. I wanted to record a voiceover for this week's video because the week didn't really go how I expected it to. I had an exam on Monday that didn't go as planned. We all went in with a certain expectation of what the exam was going to be like, and then it wasn't like that. I've still passed it. It just didn't go how I expected it to, and I think more than the grade, what really threw me off was the fact that it wasn't what I expected it to be. Like, I had an idea of what it was going to be like in my mind, and then we got there and it wasn't that, and I think that kind of threw me off. I did however have a really good day on Monday because after the exam I went out with a friend. She had some shopping to do, and so we just spent the afternoon together, and it was really, really lovely. And then Tuesday, it was just so hot on Tuesday. It was like a consistent 36 really humid degrees all day, and I couldn't focus on anything, and I was meant to start studying for another 2 exams that I'm taking this Monday. And I did, but I also didn't do as much as I had planned, and so that also threw me off a bit, and it was just a bit of a weird time, to be honest. And then I'm recording this on Thursday night. Today I've just been fighting with Notion all day because I take my uni notes on Notion. I've moved all of my planning and journaling and all of that. I've moved it to paper, but I still keep my uni notes on Notion because I really like the format. But they were having some export issues where the text is ending up underneath the images, and part of the text is getting deleted in the export, and I've been talking to customer service. They're looking into it. Hopefully they get to fix it soon, but that meant that I then wasn't able to export those and print those out, and so I've been studying on my laptop all day, which I don't love doing, and it was a lot of little things along the way that just made the week different from what I had planned it to. And during a week that I needed to be really focused in prep, because I need to prep for this other 2 exams that I have on Monday, I didn't need that, but it's just how things went. On the bright side though, I have been making a good bit of art. I did a sketch at the beginning of the week, a really simple pen sketch that really made me want to get back into more consistent daily drawing. I might try to do that, just a quick doodle every day. I don't really know. I don't want to force myself to do it, but also I think it might be beneficial. We'll see if I end up doing it or not. I really don't have the brain cells to think about that at the minute, but I think there are pros and cons. I don't want to overwhelm myself with something like that at the minute because I already have so much going on, but also I think it would be nice. I think whenever I do it, it's always very inspiring, and so we'll see if I end up deciding that I have the energy to do it or not, I think is the main point here. And then I found an old watercolor painting that I started 2 months ago or something that I really like the colors of, and I'm not sure why I never continued it. I think I just didn't really know where to go with it. And so I've been reworking that as well, and it's been a lot of fun. And also you'll see later on in the video, I've started working on a new piece. It was one of the things that I wanted to do this week. I wanted to start at least sketch out a new piece, and I did, and it's going okay. It's in very early stages, so it's difficult to predict where it's gonna go. I don't have a very specific idea for it yet. I'm going to try to work on it some more tomorrow morning, hopefully. I would just like to get the underpainting done so I can then just think about it during the weekend and come to it next week with a bit more of a clear idea of where I want it to go. I think with the sketch it's difficult to imagine it, but once I get started with it and I have the underpainting there, I've already established some kind of texture, I've established some kind of color scheme, and I think from there it gets a lot easier to start really thinking about where I want to go with it. I'm not sure it makes any sense. I hope it does. So that's it on the painting side. I'm having a good time with it though. I had a very like I had a few small sessions throughout the week, but I'm happy with how they went, and so I think that made the week a bit brighter. I'm also going to see a concert this weekend, which is very exciting. I'm going with my dad. We are going to see, he booked tickets to go see Liam Gallagher, which we've seen before. We've seen him in 2019 before I left for England. We're going to see him on Saturday. But then I only found out today, I thought only Black Keys were opening the concert. But apparently Nothing But Thieves are also opening the concert. And not only that, but the openings are not like half an hour long, which is what I was expecting them to be. They're both doing a full like hour and a half long set. And so we're basically getting 3 concerts in one night, which is very exciting. I didn't know about the fact that Nothing But Thieves were gonna be there until literally today, which is 3 days before the concert. And I've really, really liked them. I almost saw them at a festival last year. I didn't, but I was there 2 days before they played to see Sum 41 and Dropkick Murphys, and we had a really good time. And I think we went on Friday and they played on Sunday or something like that. But I got the t-shirt because they had really good merch. So I have the t-shirt, I'm wearing that to the concert. And that's like out of the 3 concerts is the one I'm most excited for. But I didn't know they were going to be there until literally today, which is ridiculous. So that was a highlight of the week. I'm sorry the voiceover started on like such a low note, but it's been a really weird week. I feel like I've been very in my head. It's also just been so hot and humid that I've not really felt like journaling at all, because if I get out a piece of paper, I'm going to stick to it. And I don't fancy like peeling myself off the paper for like an hour while I'm writing. That's not fun. I've already had to do that underlining, like highlighting notes, and I wouldn't recommend it. So I've not been journaling at all. Like I think I did 1 spread, and that is my revision plan for next week's exam. I did 1 more page journaling about how Monday went, just to get some things out of my head. But then I've been very in my head thinking about some stuff, about these like pieces that I'm doing, and I have ideas for a project that I think I've been mentioning for like 2 or 3 weeks now, and I still don't know how to talk about it because I don't know where it's going. I have like a vision for it in my head, but it's really hard to explain. And I think it's going to be until like I have something more in my hands, like something a bit more concrete. And I don't know when that's going to be. I think I'm just making things for it now, and then I'm going to try and pull it all together and put it together at some point. I just don't know when that will be. So I've just been thinking a lot. I've been thinking a lot about growth, which I've mentioned before. I made a new playlist yesterday, which when I'm going through these like different periods when I'm thinking a lot and that kind of thing, music is something that really helps me, and I associate music to different types of my life a lot, and it's something that I always have in the background. And I think I've mentioned this before. If I'm working on a piece, very often I'll work on a piece listening to a very specific playlist or album or song just on repeat for the entire time that I'm working on the piece. And so I made a new playlist, which is great. And then I've been thinking a lot as well about nostalgia. I don't know if I've ever really mentioned this, but I think I'm not like a very emotional person. I'm not a very empathetic person at all. I never really know how I'm feeling. That's something that I'm not very connected to. But I think my experience going to England, I was, if you didn't know, I was an exchange student during my 4th year of high school, and I was in England for like 8 months, and then I had to come back in a rush when COVID started. I think my experience there got me to have a really intense relationship with nostalgia, and it's something that I've thought about a lot, and it's something that is very recurring in my work, that I don't know how to depict it. I don't know how to like capture it within a piece, but it's something that always comes to mind whenever I'm working on new pieces, and especially whenever I'm thinking a lot about something and trying to pull it together into a project of some kind. Nostalgia is always something that comes up a lot. I think partially also because it was going to be my theme for my last A-level art project that I then never got to complete because I came back to Italy, and then I got my exams were cancelled, and I got my diploma with my predicted grade, just not taking the exam because no one did. And so it's a bit of a weird situation, but I think it's something that I always circle back to. And in this case, thinking a lot about growth, that was a really intense period of growth for me. And so I think nostalgia also just came into the mix, and it's just, I don't know, it's just what I've been thinking about. I don't really know how to put it into words. It's difficult to explain. I hope some of this made some kind of sense. I'm curious to see where this ends up going, because I have a lot of ideas, and I hope I can then put them together and like make something out of this that, I don't know. Again, I'm terrible with words. I don't know how to express things. I think it's the kind of thing with like my journal. If I'm thinking about something and I put it in my journal, I get it out of my head. I think I need to make something around this concept to get it out of my head. And I think that's how I process things. And I need to work on this project and do something with it in order to be able to process all of this that I'm going through. I hope it made sense. We'll see where it goes. I'm just trying to take my time with it. I'm having a lot of fun working on these paintings. It feels a bit weird not working with oils, to be honest. I still have them like on my art cart in my room, and I was looking at them yesterday and thinking, I don't think I've painted with oils in like 2 or 3 months, and that's really, really weird. But I just think at the moment, I'm having a great time with watercolor and gouache and pencils and pens, and that's what I'm going to keep working on. I'm having a lot of fun exploring this style and these color palettes, and I think that's what I just want to do right now. We'll see where it goes. I'm hopefully gonna get to work some more on the painting tomorrow, maybe even tonight. But I wanted to film it, so if I work on it tonight, you're not gonna be able to see anything, but because the light is terrible. So maybe I'll do it first thing tomorrow morning. I might just do some drawing tonight. Try to reinforce the idea of like daily drawing. I want to keep it very gentle. I don't want to force myself to do anything, but I think it might be good to, now that I don't have the structure, like the routine and the obligation of having to go to lectures every morning. I think it would be nice to get back into a routine of waking up, having breakfast, and then doing like 10 minutes of drawing. I think that would be a good start to my day. I was doing that last summer, and then I went on holiday and kept doing that, and 2 zines came from that, and that was cool. And maybe that's what's going to happen this year as well. We'll see. I think that was enough rambling for this time. I hope any of what I said made sense. I think I just need to go to bed, honestly, but I wanted to get it out because I don't think there was a lot of context to this video, and yeah, it was so. Also, a reason why there's not like a talking segment this week, it was so hot on like Monday, but then it's been still hot but gloomy the past couple of days, and so I think the clips are all a bit dark, and I didn't really want to film anything. I also didn't really have a lot to show, honestly. So I just thought I'd record a voiceover. I hope you didn't mind it. I hope you're having a good time, and I will stop rambling. I'll wish you a really nice week, and see you soon with a new video.
Someone said you love what they found by before.
This one's for the moon. I'm in a special being for change. I recognize a little strange. When we knew we were getting high.